Hey everyone, Voodoo here. I recently started diving deep into Falcon BMS and have been recording some of my campaign missions so that people can watch and learn along with me. Today I'll be flying mission number 2 in the Anti-Chamber campaign, which is included in the LKTO Theater add-on. Anti-Chamber takes place in the mid-80s and the aircraft and equipment available reflect the time period. That means we'll be flying the F-16A Block 15 and will not have access to modern avionics like IFF and data link. Today we'll be doing an OCA strike against Haiju Airbase. This is the flight plan that we'll be flying. I already fragged this package, so we'll just go over at a high level what we're going to do. We're taking off from Suwon Airbase, and we're a flight of 4 F-16s. We will be escorted by 2 F-16As, also taking off from Suwon Airbase. There's a few ground threats in our area. There's 3 SA2 sites here. I've put pre-planned target steer points on 2 of them. So you can see this is a SA2 fully operational, same with this one. We put some pre-planned threat steer points on those so that they'll show up on our HSD when we're flying the aircraft. Just help with our situational awareness a little bit. So yeah, we'll take off Suwon at 0507 and we will fly to steer point 3 where we'll Marshal, meet up with our escort. Once we've marshaled, and I think we're marshalling for 6 minutes, so once we do that, we'll head to steer point 4, which is our push waypoint. From there, we'll head towards the target. We want to arrive at the target at 052630. That will allow us to strike the target, hopefully just a little bit after our escort arrives. Our escort is supposed to hit the target at 0525. So they'll be there a minute and a half before us. So that'll give them just a little bit of time to clear out any potential air threats and clear the way for us to hopefully take out this airbase and make it in-op. Yeah, so that's pretty much what we're gonna do at a high level. I don't expect much of an air threat for this mission. In this campaign, there isn't much of an air threat until day 2, I believe. We're still on day 1. So really what we're trying to do on day 1 is just take out as many ground targets in this area as we can. So we'll load up the data cartridge, do the quick dance, as we always do with Falcon. MFDs are set up already the way I want them, so that's it for that. And just briefly, we'll talk about the loadouts for the mission. So for myself and my number 2 wingman, we have 6 Mark 82 airs and AIM-9s. And then for the number 3 and number 4 element, we have 2 Mark 84s. And I'll be using those to take out the runways. Myself and my number 2 will be taking out the control tower, the radar, those kind of structures at the airport. And that's it. So the plan is to head out. On return, we'll do overhead a break approach and land back at Suwon when we're all done. That's it. Let's go fly.
Tower ready for takeoff.
Banshee 2, Suwon Tower, wing 240 at 5 knots, runway 15 right. You are cleared for takeoff.
Just wait for the rest of our flight to line up. Alright, let's go. Some tanks on the runway, apparently.
Two, airborne.
Banshee 2-1, contact departure.
Yeah, wait for the flight to get airborne before I contact
Three,
departure.
airborne.
Departure's on UHF reset number 4.
Four, airborne. Banshee 2-2, on my way.
Departure, Banshee 2 airborne.
Banshee 2-3, on my way. Banshee 2, Suwon, departure. Depart heading 250, resume on navigation. Banshee 2-4, on my way.
So the cruise screen on the DED here will tell us the destination time on steer point. This is 051023. Our ETA is 0514, so we're a little bit behind schedule right now, but we'll make it up. We'll make up for it because that's a holding steer point. What we will be holding, so
3, in position.
not a big deal. Steer point 3 is our Marshal point. It's where we're going to meet up with the escort flight, which I believe is those guys up there. I have 2 F-16s. Hammer, what's their call sign? Mudhen 7 is the escort flight.
Boxer 4-1, turn left heading 335, descend to 4000, vectors to right base, runway 15 left.
I'm going to switch COM 1 over to the tactical frequency, which is UHF reset 6. And select steer point 4. Our so steer point 4 is our push waypoint. Time on station for that one is 051911, and our ETA is 051543. So we'll hold for a little while at steer point 3 until we're closer to our push time. These escorts up here, they're gonna go ahead of us by a few minutes just to clear out the airspace ahead of us in case there's any enemies. I don't expect there will be, but never know.
Mudham 7-1, package marshaled.
Okay, while we wait, we can go set up our bombs. What we want to do is set the fuse to... We want to set the fuse to... Set it to 0, 0, 2, 1/4 of a second for the fuse. And we're going to do high drag. Nose tail. Which means we also need to set 1, 2.
Mudham, 7-1. Package leaving push point.
So our escorts are pushing. Yeah, so we're high drag, nose tail, 0.25 second. I want to ripple all 6. And spacing will make it 8 feet. Alright, and we want to make that CCIP. Nav mode. So we're still 2 minutes early for our push time. Okay, we want to start heading towards that push steer point now. So our desired time on steer point is 0519, ETA is 0519, so pretty much on time, looking good. Switch to steer point 5. We're a little bit behind for that one, so we'll cut the corner here. So when we get to steer point 5, that is our... So steer point 6 is our IP steer point. And steer point 7 is the strike steer point. So steer point 5, I'll tell the flight to fence in. See the threat circles for those SA2 sites here off of our starboard side. Flight, fence in.
Two. 3. 4.
Should fence in as well, so lights off. And master arm on. When we get to waypoint 6, the IP waypoint, I'll tell the flight that they can go air to ground weapons free. We're only like
4. Request permission to engage.
20 seconds behind our
2. Request
time on
permission to
target,
engage
so it's
ground
pretty good.
3. Request permission to engage ground targets.
Flight, weapons free ground.
4. 2. You got it. 3. Wilco. 4. Wilco.
Alright. Start the attack run. There's the airport up ahead. I think the next steer point. I'm aiming for the control tower. So I go air to ground mode. I'm gonna dive down and do a low level, high speed bomb run.
Two, in. 3, in. 4, in.
Altitude. Altitude. Caution. Caution. Shaft flare. Shaft flare.
Bombs away. Two, out.
Okay, here comes 3 and 4.
Bombs away. Three, out. Bombs away.
Good hit.
Four, pumping. Banshee, 2-4, impact.
Good hit.
Banshee, 2-4, nailed it.
Light, rejoin. Alright, let's get out of here.
Banshee, 2-2, on my way. Banshee, 2-3, on my way.
Altitude. Altitude.
Banshee, 2-4, on my way.
Alright, I'd say that was a success. Let's go home. Again. 22 X-ray. 65 miles to go.
Mudham, 7-1, breaking off to RTB.
And our escorts are heading home. Say that was perfect timing. Hit our time on target. Had escort support while we were there. Solid mission. Let's just check in with AWACS to see if there's any air threats in the area. Magic, Banshee 2, bogey dope.
Banshee, 2, Magic, 5, things are quiet right now.
Alright, let's tell the flight defense out. Flight defense out.
Two, 3, 4. Three in position.
And steer point 10 is the airport up there, so we're 34 miles away. Ready to start the approach. I think today we'll do an overhead brake approach. Still not great at those, so probably won't be pretty, but let's give it a try. Let's switch to approach frequency. UHF preset 4. Can expect runway 15 left for our arrival. Approach Banshee 2 inbound for the overhead.
Good afternoon. Banshee 2-1, Suwon approach. You're cleared all the way in. Overhead approach. Runway 15 left. Welcome back. QH2969.
So for the overhead brake,
Mudhen 7-1, contact tower for landing. Switch to 36600.
we want 300 knots, 1500 feet over the airfield.
Altitude. Altitude.
Look at that. Tower Banshee 2 in the brake.
Mudhen 7, Suwon Tower, wing 250 at 6 knots. Runway 15 left, cleared for landing. Check gear down.
3, 4.
Banshee 2, Suwon Tower, wing 250 at 7 knots. Runway 15 left, cleared for landing. Check gear down.
Ouch. Rough landing. Gotta practice that overhead brake.
Mudhen 7-1, contact low. Switch to 7570. Banshee 2-1, contact low. Switch to 7570.
Ground Banshee 2, request taxi for the ramp.
Banshee 2-1, taxi back to the ramp. Alpha, Echo 03. Banshee 2-2, request a taxi back.
Banshee 2-2, taxi back to the ramp. You are cleared all the way in.
Banshee 2-3, request a taxi back.
Banshee 2-3, taxi to the ramp. Welcome back.
Banshee 2-4, request taxi back.
Banshee 2-4, taxi back to the ramp. Welcome back.
Okay, so this was a relatively uneventful but still successful mission. We hit our time on target almost perfectly, and everyone made it home safe.